Hello, I'm Howie Sheriff, founder and director of You Call This Yoga, with the opportunity to share with you one of our key ambassadors, Rachel Wade Kahungi. Rachel has joined our organization this year and is playing some key roles in advising us in marketing and programming. Rachel became a chair yoga teacher this year, and that's exciting too. And she'll share more about her passions. Welcome, Rachel.
Hi, Howie. So nice to be here.
Thank you. Please share some things about yourself, your interests and passions and your life.
Absolutely. So I began practicing yoga off and on, I say between kids, for about 10 years, but it wasn't until we had the advent of COVID, basically, that I had the opportunity, so with busy schedules and everything, to take teacher training. So I became certified, but it was really to just improve my own practice, not with the intent to actually teach. And so but a lot of things I think for everybody happen at the same time. And my mom, who was a senior, was no longer able to go outside of the home. And I began working with her. And she does not do standing yoga. So we began chair yoga. And that's really how everything started. There were others through the community with her church and church family and group, as well as other community partnerships that arose out of that. So that's been for the past year or so, my passion and purpose as it relates to yoga.
Excellent. I had the opportunity to be a enroller of my mother-in-law. So we had a wonderful relationship as a teacher and student for a certain amount of time, of which she can give me grief about. So I'm sure moms can enjoy the pleasure as well as the benefits.
Yeah. They give very good feedback though too.
Oh, very direct. There was no hesitation.
For sure.
Well, how did you find us? You Call This Yoga, and tell our viewers about your current role.
Yeah. So after I embarked upon actually beginning to train or work with my mom from a chair yoga perspective, wanted to become better and actually sought out a chair yoga teacher training, of which is part of that outfit. Was curious as to whether there were others in the area that were also similarly affiliated or associated, and that's where I was put in touch with you, Howie, and just started looking up the organization and became very much so the passion and the vision and the mission was something that spoke to me and resonated greatly. And even as I begun previously working with community organizations, that was a thought of how do you broaden and outreach to reach more populations, namely with persons of color. And you guys were already doing that. So I'm not one to recreate the wheel. It was like, well, plug into and just support a great initiative that is already happening, has been ongoing and helped so many people. So was able to get in touch with you, Howie, and became an ambassador and have been enjoying the work and volunteering with the group.
Yes, we're both really appreciative of our lineage with Lakshmi Boker Chair Yoga.
Yes.
And the fact that they are motivated to connect their progeny, I guess we would call that. So we are progeny. Then recently, we had this wonderful experience where you made a significant donation to You Call This Yoga. What led you to do that?
Well, I believe, you put your money where your mouth is in support. I do know from years, probably not as recent with small children, but before, definitely kind of younger years, always have been civically involved and very much so know that no type of good work or mission work goes on without having funding to support the continued good work and efforts. And so really I mean, I am and continue to be really impressed with the work and the community outreach and the people who are able to benefit by the programs and offerings through You Call This Yoga, and just definitely wanted to be able to financially support those efforts.
Thank you. And viewers, what's also really special is Rachel's employer has a matching fund process here. And we would invite anyone who is considering to donate to also check out your employers to see if they have a matching fund for that. And that is significant because between Rachel and her employer, they are sponsoring the equivalent of one class for a whole quarter, and that'll likely be in our autumn series. So if you'd like to create some legacy and paying yoga forward, we're the place for that. Rachel, any other inspiring message and thoughts for curious viewers?
Yeah, I would say underscore what you shared. If it's an individual passion or something that yoga's brought to you, why not be able to share that outreach with others, either through word of mouth, which is great and inviting others to the great courses that are offered, fantastic and phenomenal teachers and instructors, as well as being able to financially support if you can.
Thank you. Rachel is also part of our team and really adds some professional perspectives to what we're trying to create. Your skill sets and passions. We'd love to meet you and meet other people like Rachel who are inspired to well-being with accessible yoga. Thanks for joining us, Rachel, and
Thank you for
look
having
forward to
me.
our next get together in program.
For sure. Thanks, Howie.
It's a pleasure.